So in this video, I'm going to show you some exercises that we often give out to patients who have got pain in the shoulder that we think might be related to the rotator cuff. So these are the four tendons that kind of sort of sit over the ball and the socket and help to sort of snug the ball into the socket. So good for stabilization of the shoulder joint, okay? But they can be overworked, they can be injured if you've fallen onto the shoulder. So making the shoulder quite sore, quite painful, which pain often comes down into this part of the arm. So it's not unusual to feel pain, not at the shoulder itself, it can be felt a little bit lower down. But can be overworked if you've done something like painting the shed over the weekend, or you've played tennis and you've not played for 3 or 4 years, you've done something that's really overloaded and overworked these shoulder tendons. They often aren't damaged, they often just become sore and irritable. And these exercises I'm going to show you now are ones that often calm these tendons down, but keeps them working. Tendons don't particularly like to be rested a lot. So these are good exercises to get you started off with. So we call them isometric exercises, where we develop some tone, some tension within the muscle and the tendon, but without any movement, because it's the movement that often makes our shoulder pain worse. So what you need is a rolled up towel, okay, just a little hand towel here, and I'm going to place it just between my arm and my waist, okay, so we're in this angle here, okay. So the exercise I'm going to show you first is one where I'm going to put my right hand, I'm going to pop it underneath and place it on the outside of my left elbow, okay, here. So it's my left shoulder that's painful. So it's just going to come and sit here. I'm going to make a nice sort of tight fist, and I'm going to push my left elbow into my right hand. Not too hard, just up to the point where you can start to feel some very mild discomfort and no more. So it might be that in the early days of your shoulder pain, you can only push 20%, 30% of your maximal effort, but that's as much as you push. We don't want to make them painful. So hand underneath on the outside of the elbow, making a nice tight fist, pushing out into the right hand. I'm going to hold that for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to relax, okay? So a 5-second hold, pushing outwards, and you're going to do that 5 repetitions. So lots of 5-second holds, pushing outwards, making that tight fist, don't forget that, pushing out and hold for 5 seconds, and then release. And as you do these over the next few days, you'll find hopefully that the pain starts to settle and you can push a little bit more firmly, maybe 50% or 60% of your maximal effort. Now, alongside the one pushing outwards, we're going to then do a second exercise in this series, where we're going to this time move the right hand to the outside of the wrist. So this is the movement where we take the arm outwards, where the first one, it's resisting the movement going that way. The second exercise, we're going to resist the motion going outwards, okay? So again, making a nice tight fist. We're going to put the right hand this time from the elbow down to the wrist, and we do exactly the same thing, but this time I'm trying to turn my hand outwards. So slightly different muscle that we're working here. Hold for 5 seconds once again, and then relax, and you do 5 of those. So 5 repetitions of 5-second holds with hand at the elbow, then move the right hand down and perform exactly the same thing, but this time we're turning the hand outwards. So 5 seconds, 5 repetitions here, okay? And you can do those 2 or 3 times a day to start with.